guys? It's Friday, so I know that means I'm a day late, but I was kind of out all day yesterday. Didn't have my GoPro with me. I meant to take it, but I forgot it on accident. But no, there's actually a couple things I wanted to talk about a little bit today. So I put some more thought into getting the E28, and I was kind of fighting myself before about the E28 and E34, but I figured, why not just go really old and stick with the E28, keep it 80s. And so I was kind of between the E28 and the E30, because the E30 could have been more of a track car. This is the guy who always gives me the weird ass look for having a loud car, the cop. But no, that's besides the point. Basically, I decided I'd get the E28 just because I've only ever bought 5 Series, and to me it looks a bit more classy than the E30. I know other people are gonna argue the hell out of that, and I get that. You know, they're both sick ass cars, but like I said, I've only ever bought 5 Series. This will be my 3rd one if I pull through with it. And there's been a few people I've seen online, and like one person I know in real life who's actually done another BMW V8 swap on it. I think they ripped it from like a 540 for a 740. I mean, they tear up, like they push power, and I've seen a lot of them just drift cars. That's kind of what inspired me. I mean, I'd pretty much just turn it into like a drift car, kind of. I don't know if I could do a show car and drift car at the same time with it, because I'm sure there's bound to be mistakes, and it's gonna get a little messy. But besides that, I mean, I think it's really just gonna be like a drift car, something I can have fun with. It's gonna be a weekend car for the most part. I mean, getting it insured should be cheap as hell, which is another thing I'm really excited for, buying a really old car. Another thing too is I was really thinking, you know, more on the topic of drifting and stuff like that, to get really into like RC drifting. I've seen a couple buddies get into it, and I just like the fact that it's like a cheaper version of everything we do now with cars. Just, you know, lowered and light replacement, and, you know, decals, different stuff like that, and you can swap out the little motors in them, which I just like being custom with things, doing upgrades and stuff like that. So keeping that on like a cheaper scale would be pretty sweet. I mean, obviously also the fact that you drift, that's dope. But yeah, there's that. I can't believe I skipped this. One of the reasons I brought up the E28 thing is because I saw my buddy yesterday too, and we were talking about SOO, or the European Experience, whatever they're naming it now. And we went last year, and we were trying to plan it out for this year, I guess, a little bit. And it's become my goal to definitely have the E28 before then, to take that down there. It's something I'm pushing for right now. But no, I think where it's located now is going to be technically closer to us, so it might shave 2 or 3 hours off the drive, which before I wouldn't worry about it so much, but I think that was a big factor in blowing my my other E39 up. Just the crazy heat we were going through, as well as pushing like 12-hour drives. I mean, we'd split it in two. The first night when we went down, it was I want to say we did about 8 hours. Stopped in North Carolina, stayed the night there, and we did the other 4 on the next day. And then when we came back home, it was kind of similar. I think we did 6 or 7 hours the first little run, and we stopped to get eat for about an hour. It was like a dine-in, so it was maybe an hour and a half, and then came back and then continued the journey home. I think right as it got dark is when we got back into Maryland, our state. And then when we finally reached his house, because I had to drop him off, it was like 10 or 11 at night. So I mean, it's definitely a long drive, but it's well worth it. There's a lot of cool people we met there. It kind of saddens me that, you know, we didn't get any like Facebooks or anything like that to like talk about different car stuff with, because they were cool people. I loved everything there, but I mean, I talked to all the BMW guys, a couple VW guys. There were a bunch of cool VW guys there. Got one of their Instagrams. He's pretty big on there. That's what's up. But yeah, as far as, you know, the whole SOWO thing, the RC thing, the E28 thing, I think that's all I wanted to talk about today. Yeah, if you have any suggestions on those, or like what I should get, or different things you think I should do before SOWO to the E28, please let me know. I'm definitely open to ideas and stuff, because this year I definitely want to show off my car. I mean, I know I can't park in the grass lot, but there's an off lot when you go. That's it's a lot of like, it was BMW, and I think there was a good portion of Porsches, because I know they had the Porsche lot on the big field, but it was, I can't remember right now, but it was something else. It was like an off-field, mini off-field right before the big event field. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.